I'm asked by a lot of people in a lot of different videos, hey Robbie, should I sell this? Hey Robbie, should I sell this? Is it time to sell this? I'm going to talk about 5 cards, 5 things, 5 compadres that I am going to give explanations as to why I don't think you should be holding them. And if you meet those requirements, maybe you should give them some consideration to move at the moment. So let's dig on into a discussion of 5 cards you might not want to be sitting on at the moment, shall we? Alright, welcome to serious discussion mode. Should I keep X card or should I sell? We're going to start off with Fantasma. I was actually recently asked if somebody should keep their Fantasma. The reasoning behind it was they go to locals every week. They're super competitive at the locals. My basis for wanting to get rid of this is this card's not going to hold its price tag for much longer. If it's a card that you use in your main deck and you constantly play every week, then that's a decision you have to make. Number one, you have to realize that card prices are going to start crashing come WCQ season being over. As soon as that's done, we enter into the chopping block of reprints. It just takes one announcement, slice off 30% of your card's value. Now, based on this fellow is constantly playing at locals, and they're super competitive. They asked, based on that pretense, I wouldn't get rid of them. Alright, now, this question bounces back, though, to everybody else at this point. If you have Fantasmas, you're approaching being done at the WCQ, you need to unload those things ASAP. I can tell you after the WCQ, Fantasma is probably going to be one of those cards that's going to start falling. It's just going to take a little bit of time. We'll see. I could be wrong. It could maintain its $100 price value, but we're at that point right now with Fantasma that we're like, this card is going to get reprinted eventually. It's literally just a matter of time until, boop, there goes 30% of your value. So it's risk versus return. If it's a card that you're constantly playing in your current deck and you don't have an alternative for a little bit, then that's fine. If you need a quick $300, then unload your Fantasmas. It's as simple as that. You know, it is a card that you can live without. There are variants and things that you can do without it. And it's definitely helps a lot of situations, but that's something that you need to ask yourself. Do I meet those requirements? Would I be better off in this situation? That's something that you have to look at with Fantasma. So there's that. Number 2, Sky Striker. Engage has been up on the reprint block, oh man, for a little while now. The last time I would have said to move your engages would have been at the time that we came into this format. As soon as we started to see Sky Striker come back and start rising on the agenda right now, I don't think after the WCQ that the card's going to maintain its value. I think engages, Widow Anchors, all that shit's going to fucking just tank out. We've got Engage rolling around the corner here. We've got Dark Saviors rolling on in to the Mega Tins this year, which is already a yikes from me, but you know, we'll have to wait and see where that goes, which means we're nearing Sky Striker reprint season. After the WCQ, we enter into ban list hype. And you know what everybody else is going to start doing in the ban list season? Sell your engages, engage to one, engage to one. Kagari wasn't enough. Like, just at this point, going into pre-WCQ, I think Sky Striker is a very good deck to unload. And I'm going to be honest. The only reason why I'm holding on to mine is because I don't enjoy anything else in the format. I foreigned out the deck. We're here to stay. You know, that's my type of commitment. But if you're worried about your card investments, just you've been on this roller coaster for long enough. But serious discussion time though. If you're not playing Sky Striker, you've just been holding on to them because you think Engage is a really good engine for some reason, then your loss. I'm going to just be honest there, because the bubble is coming. It's going to burst. There's going to be a lot of salty motherfuckers out there. They're like, oh, so listen to Rami. Oh, fuck. Fuck that fat fuck. He's never right. Why would I trust him now? You know, we see these trends all the time in the market. As soon as that reprint rolls out, value's gone. It's done. Enjoy. That's as simple as that. Now, next up, we have Borel Sword. And this one's very hard because we have a reprint of this coming around the block. But this card is such a staple in today's metagame. And this was something else I was asked. Robbie, should I sell my Borel Sword Dragon? If you're in the same position as the Fantasma player, You go to locals every week. Your locals is super competitive, and you enjoy playing that competitive scene. Then you're going to take the L because you want to continue to play the game. And I think that's one thing that people don't understand about these types of videos is people are losing money playing the game that they love, but they're playing the game that they love. Does that make sense? So from the standpoint of Borel Sword being an adapted staple in today's format, if you can live without it, then yeah, just understand that we're at the point right now that Borel Sword going to come crashing down as soon as that reprint rolls on out here. You know, if you're waiting till after the WCQ to sell it because you want to play in the event, you're prepared to lose money at that point. I mean, that's understandable, but it's Borel Sword's not going back to the $100 it was. You missed the first round hype. You know, when that shit was $100 fucking dollars, I would have unloaded it instantly. But I'm a bad guy. I enjoy playing my shit tier 3 Sky Striker cards as the bad player that I am. So I mean, so I'm not taking my own personal advice there. But criteria-wise, if you have it, you're not really playing it, you can wait a couple weeks for the reprint, sell it for whatever it is on TCG at the moment, pick up the reprint, make a free 20, 30 bucks. I mean, everybody wins. You get fly in your pockets a little bit. I mean, that's the simple thing about the stock market is you get that short little investment and you're just like, I mean, it's cool by me, you know? So there's that. Now, the next one is a whole lot of what? Okay. So we have the Danger package. Now, up until 2 weeks ago, the Danger package was super low. You could have got Tsuchinokos for 38 bucks. Not really giving a fuck about it. Alright? That was the time I would have said, pick these up. If you're going to play them at the WCQ, you're good to go. Today, 2 weeks later, we're at the point now to where Tsuchinokos, 48 bucks a piece again. Nessies, $48 again. People are like, should I keep my Danger package? Abso-fucking-lutely not, unless you are playing it. Tsuchinokos are up on that reprint block in the Megatons. We don't know what the rarity is going to be. I don't know what to tell you. That bubble that has been created at this point, that super large gap that is floating around right now for Danger cards, is going to pop as well. Once again, same thing I've been saying this whole video. Reprint announcement comes, value goes whoop. Once the actual reprint hits, that already shrinking bubble goes boop. Unless the card is named Max Rarity and First Edition, ITT, the Ghost Sisters. But that's a topic for another day, because that's why we love Max Rarity, because it never really loses value. And that's something else that people were unaware of. Max Rarity cards actually hold value. Fucking what a strange world we live in. But anyway, the Danger hype, I understand that it really helps out a lot of decks. Alright? But you're heading into reprint season. You're heading into ban list hype, you know, at this point. So you got decisions you got to make. Do you want to keep that $300 between Nessies and Suchis? I mean, hell, fucking Jackalopes are 20 plus right now. So, I mean, that's $360 that you could just pull back out of the game. Just not even care. Isn't that glorious? Isn't it great how Yu-Gi-Oh works these days? Now, the last one I want to talk about is Shea. Alright, serious thought here, guys. We've had Shea for so long, and it hasn't got the reprint. This whole archetype, it's pretty much dodged some bullets. Chocolala mode, Konami knows. They smell those $30 Chocolala modes. They know that the card needs a reprint at this point. Honesty, though, it's just like Necros at this point. It's going to take one reprint to come through. Yeah, sure, the original stuff will hold a little bit of value. Look at those $55 Brionics that are now 36 at this point. Look how that market crashed. Now, if you've been holding on to Shea for the longest time because you've wanted some kind of clutch to get it, I've had so many people watch my videos be like, Robbie, thank you for the Shea profiles. I'm like, absolutely, you know, thank people for sharing information and we get a chance to do it. People have come back because they had Shea. Now, the question we ask now is it the time to sell? You missed the Chocolala mode bubble. That was ridiculous, by the way. Fucking $50 Chocolala modes. I actually think a couple sold at that. Alright, let that sink in for a moment. Somebody spent $50 on Chocolala modes. Come reprint season, people are like, oh my god, is it gonna... is it getting ready? I don't know. But Shotgun modes have started to crash. If you want to unload the deck now, make some money, pick up something else, your middle Shea deck was actually quite thankful to you. It and Nekroz were the two legacy decks, besides Max Ready Mermails. But, you know, they passed on torches to the future. As long as you held on to them long enough, you were able to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! By selling your old stuff. So you just had to wait for that little bubble for a little bit. Maybe it took years, but... So those are some explanations and some things I would really give some consideration to selling. I can't outright just be like, yeah, you should sell them, or no, you shouldn't. There are things that I have to present this to you in a way that you ask questions and understand what is going on, because there is no right or wrong answer when there are multiple things that you need to look at. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. Well guys, I'm out. Peace.
Never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.